Okay, this video is going to be procedure 1 and data table 1. So we're going to kind of talk through what is actually going to be happening in the lab. So the first thing is we're going to select the maximum absorbance of the dye tested and select the appropriate wavelength. So we're going to do our FD&C 1 blue dye at a wavelength of 650 nanometers. We then have to calibrate the spectrophotometer with a blank cuvette, okay? By doing this, we are telling the instrument that there is nothing here, okay? It's just water, all right? So we have to tell it that that means nothing in order for us to get transmittance of everything else. Okay, then what we're gonna do is we're going to, using a pipette, with accurate volume measurements, we're going to dilute our stock solution, B through H. Okay, so you'll notice that there's going to be eight different samples that we're going to be testing, including the blank, which is just going to be 10 milliliters of water. In order to make our different solutions, we have to make different ratios. So you'll notice as we go from A to H, it goes from 10 to 0 to 4 to 1 to 3 to 2 to, and then we flip, right? And then we go 2 to 3. Okay, and so we're going to have different solutions based off of how much stock solution, how much water we're adding. And then we'll talk about how we get to the concentration at a later time. And then all you're going to do is you're going to put each sample into one of those little cuvettes. You're going to insert into the instrument and you're going to read out the percent transmittance. And then I originally was going to repeat with the 2 other samples, but since I wasn't getting good data with the yellow and the red, the second part of the lab is going to be measuring the amount of blue number 1 in this Gatorade. And then this is your data table 1. So really the only things that you can be filling in are the dilution ratio, we'll talk about concentration, and the percent transmittance. After we actually perform the lab, I'm going to talk about how you actually calculate the concentration for each one, and then how you can easily find absorbance and transmission using Excel like we've done in the past. And then we'll fill this in together using Google Sheets. And then we'll talk about we will also talk about how we are going to graph this information in order to use it to then figure out the concentration within this sample. Thank you.